or early Friday, and then the two extra inning games. As you saw yesterday, we didn't use everybody. We didn't pinch hit. So it felt kind of weird, but we got to get back to normal as far as like our routine. Today was a little bit different too because of the times. We'll see tomorrow what we have. So I don't know how normal it's going to be this week, but try to get back in the routine. A few guys, they're working on a few things. Get them back in a groove offensively. We know we got a few days off in between the last game of the season and the first game of the playoffs, but it'll be good to get back to normal, which is hard.
What will be your rotation
This week, we got Nate today, we got David tomorrow, we got Chris on Wednesday, and then Rick is pitching Friday, and then we'll see how we're gonna do it Saturday, Sunday. Somebody has to pitch. The thing that we might play them Friday, I don't know. It's one of those that somebody has to pitch. They got to stay in their routine. They got to get their repetitions. And actually, it's better to get your repetitions competing instead of doing it on a controlled environment.
How important is it to go all out this last week? You keep sharp.
You mean during the weekend?
No, this week you keep sharp. Keep your
I did. You saw it. You saw it over the weekend. Regardless of who was playing, they play hard and they did great things. You know, I mean, two walk-offs, but you saw the at-bats late in games, and we had traffic all over the place yesterday. We didn't finish the rallies or whatever we had going, but I sharpness or playing hard with this group, we don't have that problem. Nooney's going to run today again. He ran yesterday. We'll see what we have with tomorrow. And then hopefully we'll shoot for Wednesday or Friday. He had a good day yesterday. Today he'll be out there. So we'll go from there. As far as repetitions, it really doesn't matter for me. But obviously we would like him to play this week. I saw what happened last year. It doesn't have to do with the knee. It's just left hammy. But at the same time, we got to see how he feels and how he plays out there.
With your starters, do you have a set plan, like all of them to try to go 100 pitches plus in their final order? Is it very
All depends, whatever they feel they need in the last start. They're different guys. I talk about my experience last year, and with Verlander, he wanted 120. His last one with Keuchel, he just wanted to whatever. It didn't matter. I think he threw a similar game here actually. So they're different guys. I think we've done a good job the last 2 weeks, kind of like slowing them down, keeping them 5 innings or X amount of pitches. So this week is more how they feel. We know the Wednesday one is a big one for everybody here. I just saw him. He feels great. So the other guys, like Porcello, probably Friday, we'll let him go. The one is David, what we're going to do. And we'll sit down with him to see how he feels and go from there.
Alex, I know you as a staff will talk about, eventually we'll talk about Oakland and the Yankees and how your potential playoff opponents might break down. Have you caught the players talking about that at all in the clubhouse about potential opponents?
No, not yet. Like I said, this weekend was very different with some meetings and the extra inning games and not hitting outside or hitting outside. So I haven't sit down and played cards or dominoes with them yet this week. But I think they're excited. They know what's going on, and they're just excited that they're going to play October 5th. As a player, I never went through that kind of like, we want to play this team. Or I think as far as like logistics, for the family, obviously it'll be good for dad to play in the East Coast. But if we have to go to the West Coast, I know people are going to fly over there anyway. So. Yeah.
Alex, how much have you thought about what you want to do next week? I would assume everybody will be off Monday. You've got 3 days. Like Tito was talking about, maybe having almost like an inter-squad game next Tuesday or Wednesday. Have you plotted out how you keep guys fresh?
Actually, who was it? Somebody asked me how we did it last year, and they just hit and hit and hit. They have their routines. I asked Timmy how they did it with the Dodgers, and he said that there was some live VP. We'll sit down and see what they prefer. You're still gonna get off days, and there's not too much you can do. But if they want to see live pitching, we'll do it. I know in 07, 08, that's what we did here. You have your workout, and then you have a few guys that had to throw their bullpens, so we made it live VP, and that's what we did. But we haven't planned. We know for sure Monday's going to be off, and we'll go from there. But I'll talk to Andy and team to see what they prefer, and then we talk to Dana. If it's live VP, it's live VP. But I don't think we're going to play like an inter-squad game.
Alex, you get into like Saturday, Sunday, and Oakland and New York are still fighting for it. Do you feel like an obligation to the game of baseball itself, or is it an obligation to keep your guys healthy and ready?
No, there's no obligations for the game of baseball.
Play your best team on the field, against the Yankees with their battling with the A's.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it all along. If it'll be good for us that the opponent in that series flies from the West Coast, for obvious reasons. It's not an easy flight, so we'll see where we at. Our guys need at bats anyway, so most likely most of them are going to play 2 out of 3. So I feel comfortable with whoever is playing in our team. You see Lynn swing the bat great, and Sam, what he did in Cleveland, and it was quality pitching. So we're very comfortable to whoever is playing, and we feel that we can score runs with any lineup we throw out there.
Alex, can you talk about Daniel Devanshi this year, and what kind of job has he done?
Outstanding. He's been great. That there's a guy that everybody knows here that he's been in the organization for a long, long time in different roles. And one thing for sure, he connects with players. His understanding of the game is way up there. His baseball IQ. I think his scouting background helps him a lot. And at the same time, he's been able to connect with our analytic team, with Bannister, with CB, and they do an outstanding job. They're great. On a nightly basis, I feel that it really doesn't matter who's on the mound. If it's Chris or, as you saw yesterday, William, we're going to attack guys the right way, and they're going to give us a chance to win ball games. And all the credit goes to him.
Now, as Kinsler, how would you evaluate his performance since he's come back from the DL?
I mean, he's not swinging the bat the way he's capable of. It seems like he's a little bit late on fastballs. Today he has an off day, and we'll talk to him. One thing for sure, I would love him to be a little bit more aggressive early in counts. And I know that's who he is. He's been a leadoff guy. Probably he feels that, he should, work the count. But he's a guy that he can catch up with the fastball. It's just a matter of when he's catching up with it. And it's like 0-1, 0-2. It looks like he's behind in the count a lot. His swing is still there, but, with 2 strikes, it's not that easy. So I'll talk to him a little bit about it. Like he mentioned something about bunting a few weeks ago that he tried to bunt, and Mookie told him, we don't do that here. So we'll talk, and, hopefully he's more aggressive, because I do feel that he's getting some pitches that he can drive early in the count, but he's not attacking.
At third, you talked about maybe it's almost somewhat of a platoon with Nunez and Devers. Do you see second baseman in a similar situation with Brock?
I mean, the way Brock is swinging the bat, he's a guy that we count on. He's playing today. We'll throw our best lineup on a nightly basis, in the playoffs. Whoever we feel that can do the job that night.
How much of that is based on like what you see this week, this month, last 2 weeks versus?
Yeah, small sample size. It doesn't matter. We know that there's matchups that we can take advantage of it, regardless, of who, if it's a righty against a righty or lefty against a lefty. We'll talk. We start digging into the information. One of the teams we know really well. The other one we We don't know, honestly. So we'll talk about it, but I think small sample size really doesn't matter.
With Xander tonight, did you put him in the lineup, or did he have to talk his way in?
No, I put him in the lineup, yeah. That conversation was like a one-sided conversation yesterday, yeah. I saw it, and he, like, it really didn't matter. He could have said, I'm fine, he was coming out of the game. And then he tested, he was okay afterwards, and he told me last night he's okay. And I called him this morning, I'm like, you're playing? He's like, thank you. So, yeah, he's fine.
He said he hasn't heard a no like that from
Yeah.
just about anybody in his.
Yeah. Which is good, yeah. I'm good with him, but sometimes I'll be tough. We're good?